Okay, so I have no idea what's just happened. So obviously they changed something. This is something. Ron looks different. Um, but I don't know what else. I don't know. I mean, time changing is like, it's such an interesting concept. It's like that whole like, butterfly effect thing. Like changing one tiny thing could like have huge differences. I mean, so many different you know books and movies and whatever have explored this. I particularly remember a Simpsons Halloween episode where Homer has a toaster and goes back in time, and just every little thing he does, like the whole universe is completely different. Uh, oh, and there's one on Family Guy too where I don't even remember what it is that they change, but like it makes everything like way better or something. Oh, I think it was yeah, Peter doesn't marry Lois. Um, and like other than that, like everything about the world is so much better. But anyway, so I'm kind of wondering what sort of far-reaching effects um, this has. It seems Harry and Ginny are still married, and Albus is still their son. Otherwise, well, hello, Dad. Is something wrong? Harry looks at his son disbelievingly. So maybe, oh, it says Harry and Ginny rush to help but when he collapses onto the floor. But I guess that might be just because he collapsed onto the floor, so maybe he's not their son. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out, and I'm sure by the end everything will be back to normal. But we'll see. All right. Oh my God, what happened? Like, I haven't had this kind of excitement in such a long time, and I mean, since Deathly Hallows came out, it's not knowing what happens. That's like such a crazy Harry Potter concept, having not having any new material for such a long time. And then once I read this, then I'm gonna know forever, and it won't ever be new to me again. I mean, that's why I'm trying to document this. So I'm excited. I want to find out what happens. Act 2, Scene 8, Hogwarts Hospital Wing. Albus is asleep in a hospital bed. Harry sits troubled beside him. Above them is a picture of a concerned, kindly man. Harry rubs his eyes, stands, and walks around the room. He stretches out his back. And then he meets eyes with the painting, which looks startled to be spotted. And Harry looks startled back. Harry, Professor Dumbledore? Dumbledore, good evening, Harry. Harry, I've missed you. Whenever I've dropped in on the headmistress lately, your frame's been empty. Dumbledore, well, I do like to pop into my other portraits now and then. He looks at Albus. Will he be all right? Ladies, be nice. Harry, he's been out 24 hours, mostly in order so Madame Pomfrey could reset his arm. She said it was the strangest thing. It's like it was broken 20 years ago and allowed to set in the most contrary of directions. She says he'll be fine. Dumbledore, a difficult thing, I imagine, to watch your child in pain. Okay, so he's still his son. That's good. Harry looks up at Dumbledore and then down at Albus. Harry, I've never asked how you felt about me naming him after you, have I? Dumbledore, candidly, Harry, it seemed a great weight to place upon the poor boy. Harry, I need your help. I need your advice. Bane says Albus is in danger. How do I protect my son, Dumbledore? Dumbledore, you ask me, of all people, how to protect a boy in terrible danger? We cannot protect the young from harm. Pain must and will come. Harry, so I'm supposed to stand and watch? Dumbledore, no, you're supposed to teach him how to meet life. Harry, how? He won't listen. Dumbledore, perhaps he's waiting for you to see him clearly. Harry frowns as he tries to digest this. With sensitivity, it's a portrait's curse and blessing to hear things. At the school, at the ministry, I hear people talking. Harry, and what is the gossip about me and my son? Dumbledore, not gossip, concern, that you two are struggling, that he's difficult, that he is angry with you. I have formed the impression that perhaps You are blinded by your love for him. Harry, blinded? Dumbledore, you must see him as he is, Harry. You must look for what's wounding him. Yeah, seriously, what is wounding him? Like, I still don't get that. I still, we're learning more about him and everything, but I still don't know what his problem is. Why is he such an unhappy child? He hates it at Hogwarts. Scorpius doesn't, which is nice, even though he's just as, neither of them seem to really have any friends but each other. So obviously, Scorpius is also isolated, and he has these rumors going around about him all the time. So, you'd think he'd be miserable too, but he's not. He seems perfectly happy, and I think Albus, is a big part of that. As he said in that sweet little scene between them. But Albus, in spite of having Scorpius, who he clearly loves, even if it is just in a platonic way, is still miserable. So, and I still don't know why. So maybe we'll find out. Harry, haven't I seen him as he is? What's wounding my son? He thinks. Or is it who's wounding my son? Albus mumbles in his sleep. Dad? Harry, this black cloud, it's someone, isn't it? Not something. Dumbledore, really, what does my opinion matter anymore? I am paint and memory, Harry, paint and memory, and I never had a son. Harry, but I need your advice. Albus, Dad? Harry looks at Albus and then back at Dumbledore, but Dumbledore is gone. Harry, no, where have you gone now? Albus, we're in the hospital wing? Harry turns his attention back to Albus. Harry, discombobulated. Yes, and you will be fine. For recuperation, Madame Pomfrey wasn't sure what to prescribe and said you should probably eat lots of chocolate. Actually, do you mind if I have some? I've got something to tell you, and I don't think you'll like it. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Albus looks at his dad. What does he have to say? He decides not to engage. Okay, I think. Harry takes some chocolate, eats a big chunk. Albus looks at his dad, confused. Better? Harry, much. He holds out the chocolate to his son. Albus takes a piece. Father and son munch together. The arm, how does it feel? Albus flexes his arm. Albus, it feels great. Harry, soft. Where did you go, Albus? I can't tell you what it did to us. Your mom was worried sick. Albus looks up. He's a great liar. Albus, we decided we didn't want to come to school. We thought we could start again, in the Muggle world. We discovered we were wrong. We were coming back to Hogwarts when you found us. Harry, in Durmstrang robes? Albus, the robes were the whole thing. Scorpius and I, we didn't think. Harry, and why? Why did you run? Because of me? Because of what I said? Albus, I don't know. Hogwarts isn't actually that pleasant a place when you don't fit in. Harry, and did Scorpius encourage you to go? Albus, Scorpius? No. Harry looks at Albus, trying to see almost an aura around him, thinking deeply. Harry, I need you to stay away from Scorpius Malfoy. Albus, what? Scorpius? Harry, I don't know how you became friends in the first place, but you did, and now I need you to... Albus, my best friend? My only friend? Harry, he's dangerous. Albus, Scorpius? Dangerous? Have you met him? Dad, if you honestly think he's the son of Voldemort. Harry, I don't know what he is. I just know you need to stay away from him. Bane told... Harry! He thinks the dark cloud is Scorpius, not himself. I thought it was Harry was being the black cloud because he was, not understanding his son and not appreciating his son for who he was and having this idea in his mind of what he wanted his son to be, and Albus wasn't living up to that, and, was disappointing him. So that was my interpretation of it. Obviously I still could be wrong, but I assume that was the correct interpretation, and then now Harry thinks it is Scorpius. I do kind of like this, though, because, when when you're 14 and your parent tells you explicitly not to do something and not to hang around with someone, it's just going to make you want to do it more. So, and the more time that Albus and Scorpius spend together, the better, in my opinion. Okay. Harry, I don't know what he is. I just know you need to stay away from him. Bane told me. Albus, who's Bane? Harry, a centaur with profound divination skills. He said there's a black cloud around you and... Albus, sorry. A black cloud? Harry, and I have very good reason to believe that dark magic is in a resurgence, and I need you to keep safe from it. Safe from him. Safe from Scorpius. Albus hesitates a moment, and then his face strengthens. Albus, and if I won't stay away from him? Albus looks at his son, thinking quickly. Harry, there's a map. It used to be used for those wanting to get up to no good. Now we're going to use it to keep an eye, a permanent eye on you. Oh, he's going to love that. Every 14-year-old loves to be watched by their parents constantly. Professor McGonagall will watch your every movement. Anytime you are seen together, she'll come flying. Anytime you attempt to leave Hogwarts, she'll fly. I expect you to go to your lessons, none of which you will now share with Scorpius, and between times, you will stay in the Gryffindor common room. Albus, you can't make me go into Gryffindor. I'm Slytherin. Harry, don't play games, Albus. You know what house you are. If she finds you with Scorpius, I will fix you with a spell, which will allow me eyes and ears into your every movement, your every conversation. Dude, did Harry not remember what it was like to be a teenager? Oh my God, Harry. Oh my God. I mean, Dumbledore saying you are blinded by your love for him. No freaking kidding. My God. All right, I mean, like, I'm understanding it's in an attempt to protect him, but geez. Harry, no. In the meantime, investigations will begin in my department as to his true heritage. Albus, starting to cry. But Dad, you can't. That's just not. Harry, I thought for a long time I wasn't a good enough dad for you because you didn't like me. It's only now I realize that I don't need you to like me. I need you to obey me because I'm your dad and I do know better. I'm sorry, Albus. It has to be this way.